fighting out of the blue corner. Please welcome Danny McCloud.
Well, with the preliminary bouts out of the way, Jez, we move on to the meat and potatoes of the FCC 10 cards. Some incredible bouts coming up this evening. We kick things off here in the second part of our show tonight in the bantamweight division. Finding out of next generation mixed martial arts in Liverpool under the tutelage of Paul Rimmer is Danny McCloud, making his MMA debut here at Full Contact Contender 10, cornered by Dean Garnett. Recent Cage Warriors signee, had a very impressive leg lock submission win in Liverpool earlier this year. Also in the corner, Danny Roberts, who had a career-defining knockout victory over the legendary judo Jim Wallhead. Absolutely phenomenal corner team here for Danny McCloud.
Yeah, and he's going to need it, isn't he? He's got a tough opponent ahead of him in Adam McGann, fighting out of Liverpool MMA Academy. Both fighters here today making their debut, so it really will be a case of which one of these guys can settle into their game, find their rhythm and do their thing.
Don't mistake the fact that it's both these young men's debuts for a lack of experience and a lack of skill. Both these men finding out of incredible camps over in Liverpool, so a bit of a Merseyside derby.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Adam McGann.
Well, it has to be said, walkout tune of the night so far. A bit of Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac,
Yeah.
for Adam McGann, fighting out of Liverpool MMA Academy under the tutelage of UFC veteran Jason Tan. And we see Jason Tan in the corner there, our FCC Pro bantamweight champion, a flyweight champion, I beg your pardon, Pietro Menga, perhaps the most famous student of Jason Tan at the Liverpool MMA Academy. Could Adam McGann be the next big thing to come out of Liverpool's MMA Academy? We're about to find out as he makes his amateur debut, beg your pardon, here at Full Contact Contender 10. I'm so excited about this fight, Jez. I can barely get my words out.
No.
You'll have to take this one.
Well, I don't blame you, Brad. I think it really is going to be a hot contest. You know what? We've so far seen every single fight finished in the first round. I don't think that will be the case for this. I think we very much could be going all 3 rounds on this one. You know, the word is both guys are very accomplished, all-round fighters. So it'll be interesting to see how this fight unfolds. Which guy will be able to get the upper advantage first of all? Will it be Danny McCloud fighting out of Next Gen, or his opponent Adam McGann fighting out of Liverpool MMA Academy? We're moments away.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our 7th bout of the evening, we call it a 3-minute rounds and the amateur mixed martial arts rules. In the bantamweight division of the FCC, our judges this evening, Mr. David Leatherby, Mr. Dan Hall, and Mr. Ben Cartledge, official timekeeper, Hannah Paul, and your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Mick Clements. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is making his in-cage debut, representing Next Generation from Liverpool, Danny McCloud. And his opponent, standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Liverpool MMA Academy,
This bantamweight fight is brought to you by TSC Stores, the best supplements, MMA equipment and fightwear. They're available in Manchester and Crewe, and you can visit them at their website www.tscstore.co.uk.
Danny McCloud in the black with red and white trim. Adam McGann in the black with grey. 3-minute rounds if they need them. FCC bantamweight division. Nice kick to start things off from the next gen fighter McCloud. oblique kick. Really targeting that lead leg already. McGann firing off some punches to keep his man honest. Slightly low there, but the next gen fighter is good to go. Shoots in for the takedown, drives his man against the cage. Jockeying for position here, Danny McCloud. Putting the pressure on against the fence.
So far, this is quite an equal matchup. Both guys equal on the stand-up. Danny McCloud taking the option there, looking for that takedown. Wasn't successful. Got the single leg now. Action right up against the cage here. Front of the commentary table.
Some nice knees up the middle from McCloud. Staying very, very busy. One thing these next gen guys are known for is being really, really good at following instruction from the corner. Tried the knee there, did McGann, ended up slipping. McCloud got his neck.
Oh, very close there.
Fell short of the knee of his own though, comes back with a spearing jab. Oh, and that was a nice left hook. That caught McCloud.
Great response there from Adam McGann. Weathered the danger earlier, got into a good position, put a good combo there, looking to take his fight, take control of it. And a good solid knee there from Adam McGann.
Both fighters exchanging knees when they're grappling in close.
And this is a real busy fight. This really is going to be a war of attrition as well with these guys. It's been such a busy opening round here.
Well, Jez, you said this might be the first fight of the night not to end in the first round. I think you may be right. Very evenly matched contest here between these two debutants. Danny McCloud back to the fence, circles out. Nice hooks from McGann, body in the head. Plumb clinch from McCloud though, trying to fire those knees up. Controlling the back of the head. Final 10 seconds of the first round. Another knee up the middle from McCloud. A hook back from McGann. All action first round here at FCC 10, Jez. Phenomenal performance from both these young men.
It was, and but I think the edge really has to go to Adam McGann with the boxing, really, because it's clinical. I'd like to see him try and cement that authority, retain a bit of distance, because when they got in close, you know, this is where Danny McCloud was able to score points really in that clinch. He was good. Those knees were coming in, varied him up, some good accuracy there, but difficult how to score that one.
Absolutely. Wouldn't like to be a judge in that situation. Perhaps you were correct in the assumption that McGann did just enough with some of those big punches, landed very crisp and clean. He appeared to have Danny McCloud rocked, albeit momentarily there in that first round. McGann, McCloud, I beg your pardon, showing some great resilience. Able to lock his man up, get back in the fight.
But you know, we saw the fight go to ground, but there was no real takedown. It was really an error from Adam McGann, so I don't think the judges will be scoring McCloud for a takedown on that instance. So yeah, no, all to play for here in the second round. Joining myself, Iron Jez Cook and Brad 48 Wharton at Full Contact Contender 10.
Touch of gloves, our second round is underway. Danny McCloud in the black, red and white trim. Adam McGann in the black and grey. McCloud trying for the leg kick here. Again gets caught. The boxing of McGann really being key here. He's trying to latch that guillotine on. Standing guillotine attempt. Really cranking that neck. Is Adam McGann, but he's out. Straight on him with the boxing though, Jez.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, one thing about that submission attempt, that would really taken a lot of energy out of Danny McCloud. Caught him really nice and deep, didn't he there?
Great head position though from McCloud there, head right in the pocket. Trying to control his man, but again, it's hooks and uppercuts. Big power from McGann. But there's the takedown. There's the takedown McCloud was looking for, Jez.
Yeah, and that couldn't have come soon enough, really. He was struggling there. I think Adam McGann was growing in confidence the longer that fight stayed on the feet. Let's see now what Danny McCloud's got here.
Well, the next gen gym known for their grappling prowess. He's got to watch that armbar though. And landing some sporadic ground and pound shots there. McGann trying to get back to his feet. McCloud applying pressure against the cage.
And that's some good work there. You know, we saw earlier on in the first round, Adam McGann with some good takedown defense. Whether tonight he wants to try and break this fight up, get some space. Start with that striking again. But Danny McCloud not giving him that space that he wants at the moment. He's got this clinch. But he does look tired, doesn't he, Danny McCloud?
Well, both these guys have maintained something of a pace throughout this fight. Also taking a fair few body shots and knees to the body each.
And that is that inexperience you get. You only learn one way, and that's the hard way.
McCloud turning his man on the cage. We've seen a real stalemate in this position, Jez, but there's a takedown from McGann that time. Decisive there, that really evened things up, doesn't it now? Let's see what Adam McGann can do now. He's got to watch that armbar.
Both guys have a really busy guard position, don't they? Very happy on their back. Nice knees in there, gives you some freedom to move around, move those hips, be creative in that defense.
Final 10 seconds of this second round. Legs being thrown up by McCloud. He's not going to have enough time to do anything with this rubber guard. And another all-action round here at FCC 10, Jez.
Yeah, and it's what's really nice to see from these guys is they're both competent in various aspects of their game, and that's really nice to see from, you know, as you've mentioned a couple of times, both making their debut, but, you know, both looking like, you know, they've got some good ability. Obviously spent a lot of time in really good gyms surrounded by great fighters, learning a lot, and now having the opportunity to put that training into practice. And like I said earlier, they will learn a huge amount from being in this cage.
Well, in the amateur division, it's not really about wins and losses, Jez. It's about getting that experience, figuring out where your weaknesses are, where the holes in your game are, shoring them up before you turn pro. Obviously a clean slate when you enter the professional ranks.
But certainly both guys need to possibly just slow it down ever so slightly, but they've been fighting at a frantic pace, and whilst it's great to see, that really does drain you. And coming into the third, that will make things very open.
Neither man really running away with the fight so far. Still everything to play for, possibly a round apiece here. McGann could be 2 up though.
I think so.
We'll leave that to the judges.
Yeah.
Again, they're trading those knees in close. And again, McCloud trying to get this fight to the ground.
For my money, I've got it down as Adam McGann taking those first 2. So the way I see it, whether or not the next gen boys see it, but I think Danny McCloud's got to really come out and try and finish this fight.
He reversed that takedown though, did Danny McCloud. Trying to secure side control north-south here. Straight back to his feet though is Adam McGann. Perhaps just a slightly fresher of the 2 fighters at this point, Jez.
But he's done this so well, hasn't he? He's weathered these takedowns when he has been brought down, excuse me. He's been able to get back on his feet, and he looks like he's got a... No, not quite. I thought he might have had a choke, but he trips it there.
Great takedown from the clinch there. Both men back on their feet though. Nice jab from Danny McCloud. McGann keeping his man honest. And there's those big punches again. So effective in the first round. A definite boxing pedigree on this young man from the Liverpool MMA Academy.
Yeah. He is showing his skill here, isn't he, really?
Nice uppercut there.
Being really patient, waiting for his opportunities. Nice leg kick there from Adam McGann.
Charging in for the takedown. The balance is just too good though from Adam McGann. Once again prevents the takedown. McCloud though exchanging knees with his opponent up against the cage, really driving in for that single leg, Jez.
Yeah, and people might think he's trying to take the easy option here, but make no mistake, fans, this is hard work up against the cage. It's dirty, it's grinding, it's exhausting. It really saps the energy.
Trying to pull that head down. Takes an uppercut for his troubles. Oh, big knee there. And another, and another. McCloud again driving in for the takedown.
I just don't know if he's got enough, and it's a good base there, real solid base.
Looking to join those hands for the double this time. Perhaps trying to pick the ankle now, but it's a nice base there from Adam McGann. Nearly got that takedown, but again McGann back to his feet.
Yeah, just not quite enough to keep it on the mat and able to find a strong position, is he? But all credit due to Adam McGann.
Final few seconds of the round, and indeed the fight, Jez. Again they trade knees in the clinch, and that's all she wrote. Time is up.
Yeah.
A fantastic 3-rounder, the first fight to go the distance here at FCC 10, and we were provided with 9 minutes of scintillating action.
That was great. I think that just summarised what full contact can tell and what this amateur division is all about. These two top guys coming in, having an absolute war. Huge amount of credit to both guys. We'll soon find out who will leave here as a victor. My money on Adam McGann.
I think you may be right with that call, Jez, but as we said, all about the experience at this stage and getting those 3 rounds in the bag, going up against a tough opponent, which both these men have just done, really is an invaluable amount of experience. You know, you can get as many first round finishes as you like, but it's a real test like that that brings out the goods in the fighter. And we're about to find out the official decision. We'll throw it to Jonathan Millard.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-core rounds, we go to our judges this evening. With a unanimous decision, 29-28, your winner, Adam McCloud.
Adam McGann with the win. A disheartened looking Danny McCloud, but really nothing to be ashamed of there, Jez. But a fantastic debut performance for Adam McGann here at FCC 10. 2 young men, definitely worth keeping an eye on for the future.